Okay, got it. It says right here. Very good. Is the portal open already?
Not open. So, hey, welcome anyone that's in here right now. Let me get it.
You share on the chat already? On Telegram?
Yeah, I'm doing that right. No,
We'll talk a little bit about the market. Everything. We
got one person in here. Let me share it. Let me put it in Telegram.
You know, it's interesting because what's happening now, I already kind of lived this a couple of times in the past in crypto. So in times like this is when you really get the opportunity to make huge gains in the future if you buy the right project.
Yeah, for sure. Even, I mean, it's just gut check time, right?
Yeah. I was in crypto when we went from 20,000 to 3,500 on Bitcoin. And a lot of the projects, I mean, Bitcoin did that, but the smaller projects got hit really bad.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much what's happening right now. To me, it's more like market manipulation, especially on Bitcoin. And of course, Bitcoin's going down, everything else goes down. But just like any cycle, you know, eventually it's going to go back up. And then the smaller projects are going to pump harder.
Yeah,
So,
that's when they fly for sure.
Exactly. So all these small caps like Klee, you know, and all these other projects out there that have a very, very small market cap, it doesn't take much to do a 10x. You know, it takes a little bit of money to pump in price. So I'm very excited to see what Klee is going to do.
Yeah, it's at this market cap too. I mean, it'd be easy to 100x.
Yeah, I actually did really good. I had a couple of positions open on Ethereum, and I sold them. At I got out last night at 2,100, and did and then now I think is what is it 1900 something like that.
Like an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly.
So we'll see how far it goes.
Where do you think the bottom is?
At the beginning, you know, I thought 28 was going to be the bottom, and then of course we came down a little bit, and it's just, you know, all these big whales in Bitcoin are taking advantage of it, and they're kind of scaring the market, and they're buying. Someone's buying those Bitcoins. So
yeah,
you see those big dumps. I mean, it takes a lot of money to bring that price down. You had to do a lot of big sales. So someone is selling. And then on top of that, you have all this exchanges, you know, like Binance and this all the big ones that they have a lot of control, and you know, they're liquidating a lot of longs and shorts, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. There's people losing a lot of money out there. What I learned from experience in the past is you got to take it easy when you see these things. Sometimes it's better not to do anything. You just sit down and relax, because if you start messing around trying to I'm going to sell now and I'm going to buy later at a lower price, then you see the price doing something different than what you were thinking, and then you start making mistakes. You start buying actually at a more expensive price, and I always think it's better not to do anything. And if you have the extra USDT to invest, just look for projects that are going to do really good. I mean, the ones that are very, very low in price and low market cap are those that are going to pump harder. So yeah. I know that for a fact. And you know, Klee is one of them. So
Yeah, so let's talk about it, and I can share with you what I know, that some stuff that Marcus has shared with me. So I know he was testing the portal. I've seen the website, so it's super close to being live again for the migration. Um, I think he had to make a domain name change on it because he had just had a placeholder name in there and was sending a few tokens through it just to make sure. So for everyone out there that's asking, it's coming soon. It's taken longer than expected for sure, but we need to be safe.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you know something, Craig. It really works out, to be honest with you, because like I was just telling you a minute ago, sometimes you start making mistakes, and we seen some clean investors make mistake. They chicken out. You know, they
yep,
they got scared, and they sold at a loss with the tax that they had to pay. And I mean, look at the price of Clee right now. It's there's only one way to go right now, and it's up, right?
yeah. I
So why do you want to sell your position right now? Just because you're scared? And I mean, I understand if you need the money for something, it is what it is.
right.
But if you don't really need the money, I mean, selling right now it might not be the best thing to do. So the reason that like I said, I'm glad it happened. That the portal, for some reason, we had to close it down, and then we're redoing it right now. It worked out, but for a lot of investors, because that might be protecting them from making those mistakes.
Yeah,
And but it's coming. I know it's gonna get back up and running. We got to make sure 100% that it's working perfect. We had a little issue with the first one, that the portal that was open, and I'm glad we caught it real quick, and then we were able to, the damage wasn't that big. But I want to bring something to you guys that is very important. Okay, look what's happening around crypto. Look what happened. A lot of projects are going to disappear in the next few years. There's a lot of projects out there. They don't have nothing working. They're just ideas. And some of them that started with ideas took years to develop. Some of them that got a lot of money in 5-6 years ago, they're still working on their product, and they don't have nothing 100% working. With Klee, we're a small project, but we have something that is working. The game works. It's been proven. People is earning from the game. And now we have this new level that I really like them. They're really nice. And the business model that Klee has, which is the reward mechanism, you earn while you're playing a game. This is very, very unique. And if you look at all these projects that are out there that raise billions of dollars, look what happened to Luna in the last few days. It's insane. I mean, I feel so bad for people. I mean, I was watching some YouTuber that he lost like $1.6 million. I was on the Reddit channel. I mean, people talking about how they lost their house because they had, they took money out on a loan, that you're not supposed to do that. We talk about that in crypto a lot of the times. Don't invest money that you don't. I mean, if you're gonna go mortgage your house and put your money in crypto, that's not the right thing to do. And but it's sad. It's sad to see all this money lost going to a few hands, because someone out there is profiting from whatever is happening with Luna. Someone's been making money, and billions of dollars. And just be careful, guys. I mean, when you start investing in a project, don't look for projects that are very, very big. You want to get into a project that is small, that is getting started, that has a strong community. Look at our community. Just if you're a Klee follower, just go to our Telegram and look at the interaction in the community. Okay, and let's be clear: no one in there gets paid to say what they say. Everyone's express their opinion because they want to do it. They feel it. They have that emotional attachment to the brand, to the game, to the community. And that's very important because that's what you want. You want to see for those things. You want to look for those things. You want to look for an active community. You want to look for someone behind the project that is doing his job. Marcos, he's currently active at the chat. He's making all this progress in the game and the project itself. So you want to have those things. And the most important thing is get into a project on its earlier stage. You don't want to get in a project when it's billions of dollars market cap. You want to get there when it's only a couple $1 million. So, I know when the portal comes back and up and running, people is going to migrate to the new V2 contract. And that's going to be open for a while. But eventually, if you're not paying attention on your investments and you don't migrate quick enough, once it's closed, then we're going to burn those tokens that don't get claimed.
Yeah, and just something else to remember, we're only like 10 days away from iOS dropping as well.
And at this prices right now, it's one of those things. I've been in crypto long enough, and I had situations where I lost money in investments, and then I wanted to recover quick. I want to say, okay, well, how do I get my money back quick that I lost on this other project? And then you start looking at projects that has some big news coming, and that it has a low price. So if I was out there with losses from all these other projects, I want to look into Klee. Look into the news that is coming. Look at the price that we have right now, and it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to make back some of the losses that you had in the past. And I'm talking about hours or a few days ago.
Yeah, minutes ago. At this rate.
I like your hat, man. So you got one coming from me, right?
I got actually more than one coming for you.
Nice. Thank you.
So what do you buy into the conspiracy theory that the big banks caused the lunar crash?
I don't know. If they were gonna do something, I don't think they will target Luna or UST. They will target USDT or USDC. I remember, I don't know how long ago it was, that USDT had a drop and everyone was, panicking. I think it dropped was it 10%? I can't remember. But if it was something big like that involved, I don't think they'll target a project. Like Terra Luna. They will probably target USDT or USDC. Now, to me, this was an inside job. Someone inside that knew that there was something that wasn't right on whatever their algorithm was or whatever you want to call it. Those things shouldn't happen. And I want to talk to you a little bit about a company that I met in El Salvador called Load. Load is a company that is they are big with gold and silver. Okay. And one of the ideas they have with El Salvador is to create a stable coin. But this stable coin is going to be backed by gold, silver, Bitcoin, and also natural resources like energy. And El Salvador has a lot of rainforests, so they do generate a lot of what's called carbon credits. And all these things are going to be backing the stable. They haven't announced it yet. I don't know if they already have the deal closed with El Salvador, but if they come up with this, it will be a stable coin, but backed by real things. Like, I mean, UST, the algorithm, the way they did the whole thing. I mean, of course, we now know that it wasn't done right. It wasn't done correctly. But if President Bukele signs the deal with this company that has billions of dollars in gold and silver, they'll have a stable coin backed not just by gold and silver, but by Bitcoin. And think about what El Salvador is doing with Bitcoin City. Did you see the pictures in the videos?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's it's gonna be like Abu Dhabi or the one of those big cities,
Right. Dubai.
Or Dubai. Exactly. It's insane what they're trying to do. But think about the amount of money that is in crypto and the amount of money that it will be joining crypto in the near future. It's possible. I mean, it's happening. So there's a lot of planning behind these things. There's a lot of advisors that are behind. And then I'm very curious about something with El Salvador. It's they have a very good relationship with China. They're very good friends with China. And I think a lot of the ideas, I'm pretty sure they have advisors from different countries, but it's interesting what's happening. And then, of course, we all know China, even though they're, kick out the miners and they kind of made, they didn't like Bitcoin at many different times, but they hold a lot of Bitcoin. And I'm pretty sure they're one of the largest miners of crypto in the world. So it's one of those things that they say something against it, but they're actually doing the opposite, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, like, if you understand where Bitcoin is heading, and then you want to find a way to keep that price down as much as you can, so you can accumulate as much as you can, because in the near future, once Bitcoin, release his power and explodes and it gets to 100,000, 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, maybe $10 million a Bitcoin, and inflation going through the roof. And the people and the companies, institutions that own Bitcoin, they're gonna have a lot of power and a lot of influence in others. And government of El Salvador just bought 500 Bitcoins on the last dip. So they're getting advice from all these different areas, different countries. And it's very interesting what's going to happen in the future. And we have to look at that, because that tells us where this is going. That's telling us where Bitcoin is going, where crypto is going. And KleeTalks, being a company registered in El Salvador, there's only 45 companies that are registered in El Salvador, and we're one of them.
Nice.
And we have a very, very good relation with the government. We have some really good contacts. And eventually, in the near future, we're going to do a launch of Klee with a tournament that we talk. And then in being exposed in El Salvador with the game and with the company and with the brand, it's going to be big, guys. It's going to be big. I mean, just having the opportunity to network with these companies that are already in there, including Binance. And personally, I haven't had a meeting with them yet, but it's not that difficult because it's only 45 companies. And on the next event that the government is going to organize related with crypto. And we all going to be there. We're going to get a chance to, talk to them, have a coffee or a drink, and exchange ideas. And if we are a company that is supporting financial freedom, is supporting a country that is trying to do many good things for their citizens, Klee is more than just a game. Klee is here to help others. And how beautiful, as investors, where we can invest in a company, make profits, and at the same time help others. And help others in a real way. I mean, I hate to use Luna as an example, but Luna hurt a lot of people. Whatever they did, and they didn't do it right, it's causing a lot of problems. So we don't even realize at this stage the amount of damage that was probably done financially in all these people and all these families. There were people talking about suicide on this Reddit because they lost everything.
Yeah,
they lost everything. And we all know that when you invest in crypto, it's risky. But if you invest in a company that is small, that is a baby, you're part of the community. Like, we know each other. I mean, a lot of us, chat in the group, in the Telegram group, on Twitter. So when this company gets huge, those that got started, it's a community, man. It's a community. So in that community being strong and being in El Salvador, we're going to do a lot of good things for not just El Salvador, for the world.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out. I see Collazo in the chat, so just
Collazo, yeah, I was talking to him. I think it was yesterday. I think he started a new job. Congratulations for that. I saw the picture, and because we were going to do a video with him as well, but he was busy. So I'm glad you were able to do it. And I think, did you do one yesterday?
I was testing stuff out just to make sure I could get this to work. So,
yeah,
but
I was babysitting at the moment.
Yeah. So I just want to point out, I mean, guys, everyone out here, that one for sure, this is not financial advice, but at this market cap, I mean, it's insane how much you guys can pick up for just even a few $100.
What is the market cap right now? Let me check real quick.
While you're looking at that, just to reiterate, I'm pretty sure, don't hold me to this, that the migration portal should be
is CoinGecko accurate on everything already?
No. I don't think it's. I don't know. I always look at Dex tools. That's. But I don't know when the arbitrage happens, honestly, between the.
I like the way Dex tool presented. Now it shows the how many zeros, like it show you a number like 10. Before it didn't do that, so I like that.
Yeah.
So we have 10 zeros in front, right?
Yeah. So almost 2.1.
So 10 zeros in a 2. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's a huge opportunity. If you just going back to all-time highs will probably make a lot of people millionaires if they buy right now.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah.
What's up, Damara? I see you in the chat as well.
So the all-time highs is almost erasing 2 zeros. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's getting rid of 2 zeros.
And I tell you what, whenever this thing turns, when the market turns around, I mean, it's going to be a blink of an eye. So if you're waiting, it's not going to stay like this forever, for sure.
Yeah, no, I know. Actually, I'm gonna tell you a story. Last night, I was trying to accumulate. I've been buying Jasmine for a while. So last night, I kept looking when Ethereum broke down 2,000 and it came down, and in Jasmine, of course, it's following Bitcoin and Ethereum, so it came down, and it went down to 0.083, and I was ready to pull the trigger. And I was gonna buy, it was $130,000 worth of jasmine. And then I kept getting greedy. I said, I'm just gonna go down a little more, and it didn't. And then all of a sudden it just went up like to 0.009, I mean 0.094. And then in a blink of an eye, I left on the table like it was like $8,000 profit. Crypto happened that quick. I mean, a lot of people is trying to time the bottom. It's impossible to time the bottom.
Impossible.
It's impossible. I mean, you might get lucky once or twice,
Yeah.
but if you see that opportunity and you get the feeling, because a lot of times, that 6 cents that sometimes people don't understand, if you're an investor and you get that thing moving inside of you saying, this is the project, this is the project, this is the opportunity. And if you don't pull the trigger on time, then you might miss the opportunity.
Yeah, there's no way to time anything. And, unlike the stock market, I mean, it's running 24/7. So, I mean, you could be sleeping and you wake up, and we've lost to zero. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, now that you said sleeping, I don't really do futures that much because it's it's very stressful. But I was shorting Luna when it was at I think it was 17, and then it's so volatile that it was keep going up and down, and even Binance, I don't think they were letting you do you got to do a 15x or more. If you try to do a 5x, they won't let you do it because they know, they want to steal your money, right? So you got to do 15 or more. And I was doing 15. I was doing good, shorting and longing, and all of a sudden, I got a little greedy on it, and I do a 20x, and then got liquidated right there, man. It's just so volatile. I said, no way, Roger, stop gambling. Just get out of here, and then just buy real projects.
Yeah. So, I mean, what I do, I buy, hold, stack ETH. I mean, that's my philosophy right there. It's not very
That's the way to do
complicated.
it. That's the way to do it, man. Sometimes you start messing around with your tokens and thinking that you're gonna either accumulate more or make some profits, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I learned that pretty early on, and I was messing around with some other coins, and I was like, this is stupid.
But that's how you learn.
Yeah.
That's how you learn. You wanna make the mistakes, because if you don't make the mistakes, it's not the same someone telling you, Like I always tell people, hey, don't mess with futures, just unless you know what you're doing 100% and you can control your emotions, just don't mess with it. But we still do it once in a while.
Yeah. Hey, just for the new people that have jumped in here, the migration portal is still not live. It's very, very close. I've seen it. Marcus was testing it last night. I know right now he's asleep. My guess would be, if I had to guess, but don't hold me to this, that it's going to open later today. So be on the lookout. Make sure you're following you're either in the Telegram chat or following the official Klee Twitter page. And we got iOS coming out. We got low market cap. This is the time to accumulate, guys. This is where, fish become whales, as they say. And at this price, this is the time to do it. I mean, ETH is cheap too. So if you've got some money that laying around, this is the time to jump in. But it's been a crazy past 24, 48 hours in the whole market here. So everyone, just hold tight. This is cyclical, normal, and for all new investors, this is get used to it because this is what happens. You gut check time for everyone, really. Yeah. Collazo just wrote, Marcus is sleeping. It must be the end of the world. Man, that is the hardest working guy in crypto for sure.
Yeah, his time zone is the what that's well, we're actually awake, he's sleeping, so it's really hard. And of course, he's doing a great job, man. Marcos is I can't imagine all his responsibilities and finding the time to work on this. But he knows. I mean, I think he understands that in the near future, once Klee gets big enough, he's going to be able to focus 100% in the project. And whatever it happened to me before I had a business. I had a business for 20 years, and then once I became a crypto millionaire, I just I didn't shut down my business, but I gave it to my ex-employees, and I started doing full in crypto. So I know Marcos eventually is going to be full in crypto. And imagine even now he's putting all this effort. Can you imagine Marcos being full-time in KleeTalks?
Man. I don't know how, I mean, just the amount of stuff I do, I'm like, God, this is taking a bunch of time. And, he's got family responsibilities between Telegram, Twitter, trying to schedule stuff like this and just other stuff I got going on.
Yes.
It's
but
crazy.
One thing is once Klee grows, okay, and then of course, the price, it starts going up, and then we start getting all those reflections. There's a lot of things that we're going to be able to do.
Yeah.
Like one of the ideas I have in El Salvador, which labor is very, very affordable, is once we establish an office over there, we can hire people to be involved in marketing, all day, tweeting, even though that we're doing it right now with our community, or engaging in other communities is very important too. I hear about Saitama and what's going on, and we want to open Klee arms and say, hey, come take a look at Klee. Even though a lot of them already knows, but if we have people working for us full time, then we can start targeting all this audience.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, should we get back to tweeting?
So a lot of tweets going out.
Oh man, and I love the influencers out there. So the entertainment galore on Twitter right now for sure.
Yeah. I was watching some YouTubers that talk great about Luna, and they're getting burned right now with comments, and because you don't realize, these influencers out there that have a lot of followers, and there's a lot of people in crypto that don't have the knowledge or they don't know how to research a project. And when they hear someone talking about a project and it has a lot of influence on their mind, people just go buy it because they're mentioning it.
Oh yeah.
And then now, of course, what happened is they don't feel good about the influencer, but it's not really the influencer fault, it's your fault. Everything that happened in crypto in your life is your fault, because you have to do the work, you have to do your research before you decide, what are you going to do or where are you going to invest.
Yeah, for sure. Well, one thing I can speak about, Klee is, Marcus is super transparent. He's in our Telegram daily. He's answering DMs. He's answering even just, any question in the main if he's around. So, you're not going to find a more transparent guy than him. And he doesn't shy away from anything. And if it's bad news, he's got bad news. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like when we lost those 20 ETHs from this scalper that was able to buy B1 at a cheaper price and migrate to B2. I mean, he was very clear because the community didn't realize right away what happened. They just saw a big dump and they thought it was a whale that dumped. But once we kind of detected what happened, and then we actually paused the portal because of that, and he was very transparent, and he came out, open and said, "This is what happened, guys.
Yeah.
We're not hiding anything." And and I like that because that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, because eventually, if you don't do it right, people's gonna find out that if you lied or not.
Yeah.
Like so, it's even though right now it's very tough for everyone. There's 99% of people in crypto right now that is probably at a loss, and it's but we're not going anywhere. We're staying here, and this is the time where you got to make the right decisions and do cost average. If you bought Klee at a higher price, if you buy right now,
I bought some dip
you
last
can
night.
double your position very easily.
So
You know what? I think the whales, those that are considered whales out there that have some extra E, we should start buying Klee back. Why not? I mean, it's at a good price. I wonder how many whales are washing right now.
Or it's soon to be whales.
Yeah, it's easy to become a whale right now. We might have to change that chart.
For sure.
The whale requirements, it only takes like a couple $100 right now.
I know. So just to remind everyone, the portal's not open yet. It should probably be open later today. Don't hold me to that though. I know Marcus was testing it. Also, just beware of scammers, guys. No one from the Klee team is going to DM you first at all. So if you get a random message from someone that appears to be Marcus.
That's funny you said that. The other day, Roger T, DM my wife. And then and she, yes, I'm Roger from Klee. And then if you need any help with the migration, I'm here to help. And I'm right next to her. And I'm like, for real? Yeah. So we started, chatting with just killing some time,
Yeah.
Trying to waste the scammer time so he doesn't scam anyone else.
Yeah, I get a bunch of those. Yeah. So just be careful out there, guys. One thing that you can do as well, just so you know, if you're having problems when the portal does open back up, you can send an email to support@kleeenterprises.zendesk.com, and that'll open up a support ticket, and we can help get you sorted out that way as well.
Correctly.
Well, Roger, I think it's about time we wrap this up here.
Yeah, it was nice to come here and talk to you. And I know everyone out there feels down. It's not the first rodeo in crypto, guys. I mean, this happened many times in the past. Many times in the past. So just relax, cool down, wait. If you have the funds and you want to do it, accumulate some of your favorite projects and then go from there.
I do want to shout out to Crypto Boy T, who is going to be hosting a Twitter Spaces here in a couple hours. So look for that as well.
Very good, very good, very good.
All right, guys.
Very good. Well, thanks, Craig, for inviting me, and we'll see you guys around.
Thanks, guys.